Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. It's Curtis. I'm going to be changing my upload day just to let you know what's going on. So I'm going to be uploading every single Monday from now on, even if today's Sunday. But basically the next time I'm going to be uploading is the 31st of July, so the end of this month. So I didn't want the gap to be too long in between, and I've already put on my Facebook and on my Tumblr why I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, just to let you know what's going on. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make some salted caramel mini cheesecakes. So I was doing some recipe testing because I'm going to be doing this recipe at the end of next week for a customer, and I just wanted to see if the recipe works, and it does, and I filmed it, and I wasn't too sure how I wanted it to look, so I did two different designs that I'm going to show you, and I'm also going to show you how to do some spun sugar springs, I guess that is, very briefly, towards the end of the video as well. So hopefully you take something away from this and you enjoy it, and I'm going to go straight into this video. So to start off, I've got some digestive biscuits that I'm going to put in a food processor. I'm going to blitz that up until it's nice and fine to a crumb. You could use some other kind of biscuit if you want to, something that contains caramel, since we're making a salted caramel cheesecake, so that would make a little bit more sense if you wanted to do that as well. So once I've got my biscuit crumbs, I'm going to pop that in a bowl. I'm going to throw in some melted butter and just mix that together just until it comes together and I can sort of clump it and it stays there. So to make my mini cheesecakes, I'm going to be using some mousse rings, just like this one here. I got this from a shop called Nesbitt's, which is a sort of a chef's catering shop thing. There's also another one called Russians you can go to, which is really cool. But I'm sure you can find these anywhere if you want to. They're about 2.5 inches wide, and then I don't know, an inch deep, I think that is. If you want to use one of these, you can use one of these, or if you want to make just one big cheesecake and just use it in a cake tin if you want to, you can do that as well. I'm just going to pop my buttered biscuit crumbs into each one of these little mousse rings, and what I like to do is I get a teaspoon and I just sort of pat it down so it's nice and even, and I'm just flattened to the edges and everything. Once I've done that, I pop it in the fridge until I've made my cheesecake mixture. I've got some cream cheese here, which I'm going to pop in some white sugar and some brown sugar, and I'll beat that together until it's fully combined, just like so. I'm going to pop that to the side, and then I got some cream here, which I'm going to whip up. I'm just going to whip it up lightly until I get soft peaks. And then I'm going to take my gelatin leaves and I'm going to soak them in some ice cold water, making sure it's fully submerged. And I'm going to leave those gelatin leaves in there just until they're nice and soft, and I'll drain them away. Next I'll be using some salted caramel. I've already shown you how to make salted caramel on this channel, so I'll leave a link to that in the description box below, or I'll put a little eye thing at the top somewhere around here. So I put some of that salted caramel in a pan with some water, and I'm going to boil it together until it's just simmering. Once it's simmering, I'm going to stop the heat. I'm going to put my drained gelatin leaves in there and stir it in just until it's all melted. I'm going to pour that straight into my cream cheese mixture and beat it together until I get a nice smooth mixture, and then I fold in my semi-whipped cream, and that's my cheesecake mixture. So I pour that into a jug, and I'm going to pour that straight into my mousse rings, just like so. I didn't fill them to the top here initially because I was testing the recipe and I wasn't sure if it would make 12 rings, and it does. So I do go back and I sort of sort that all out. So I pop that straight into the fridge, and we're going to need to set for at least about 4 hours, I'd say. Once we've set, the way I sort of remove them from their rings, I get a blowtorch and I sort of move it around the little mousse ring very carefully, try not to burn myself. I did burn myself in the end. And then it should just sort of slide out, and then I just take that back onto the tray and I let it firm up in the fridge again. So next I'm going to show you how to make some spun sugar decoration. So you're going to need one of these. It's called a candy thermometer, and it's really good for making sure your sugar doesn't burn or go over to a certain temperature you don't want it to get to, basically. So you can get one of these from online, but not too expensive, so make sure you go get one of these if you want to do this kind of decoration. I've got my sugar in a pan with a little bit of water, and I've also got a bowl with some ice cold water and some ice, because we're going to need to cool down our sugar very, very quickly, otherwise it will continue to cook even when you take it off the heat, which will make it burn and it'll go a really horrible dark colour, which you really don't want. And you want it to get to about 340 degrees centigrade, which is here, there's a thing here that says caramel. I don't know if you can see. thing here. It says caramel, and it's like the middle bit in the caramel. That's the stage I usually take it to. So once it's got to that stage, you're gonna put that straight into your ice cold water. So I'm using a steel for this, but you could use like a pen if you wanted to. Just make sure you oil it up, just like I have done for this steel. You're gonna get a teaspoon and get a very thick part of it, and you're gonna pull it and put it onto your steel, and you're just gonna start to wrap that sugar around it. And then you're very, very carefully gonna pull that off, and you're just left with this really cool looking sugary spring type thing. It will take you a few times to get this right. It took me a while. I actually burnt my first batch, and it took me a while to figure out the right consistency. So if you're getting a little bit frustrated, don't worry. Like it took me a while to get used to it again. It's been like a year since I've done this in college, so like just be very patient with yourself. Don't take it too hard on yourself. Just have fun with it, don't take it too seriously. So now it's time to decorate your cheesecake. So I put them onto some slates, and I've got some whipped cream here, which I'm gonna do some rosettes. And I actually over whipped the cream. Try not to over whip your cream. I got a little bit distracted and went back to it, and I was like, ah no, but yeah, it doesn't matter too much. I just put my sugary springs on there at like a 45-degree angle, leaning against those rosettes. I did little blobs of salted caramel around the cheesecake because I thought it was looking a little bit bare. And that's how I did this one design with spun sugar. But other designs really, really easy. So I've got some rosettes of cream on there, just like my other ones. And I got a macaron filled with some salted caramel. And I also did like a one stripe of gold luster dust on the macaron as well, just to give it an extra little bit of zing. If you're looking for a good macaron recipe, I've got a playlist of macaron recipes which you can find in the description box below. I'll also be sharing the recipe for this particular macaron on my blog later on this week. I hope you guys love these cheesecakes as much as I do, and if you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Both those buttons are just down there, so make sure you click both of those. And let me know which of the designs you sort of like best, because I'm not really too sure. So leave it in the comment section down below if you have like an opinion which one you like better. And yeah, I'll see you on the 31st of July. And oh, I just want to say big thanks to everyone who watched my last video, the Get to Know Me one. I was really surprised at how many people sort of actually watched it and enjoyed getting to know me. Like I think it was like my most commented video. Like I was really surprised that anyone actually even liked it or anything like that. So yeah, thank you. It was really quite touching actually. So I might do another personal video sometime soon. Like, I don't know, I might do a vlog, I don't know. I'll figure it out, I don't know. And I'll see you all, yeah, on the 31st, and after that, every single video will be up on Monday, because it just sort of works a little bit better for me and make sure I get videos up on time. And yeah, until then, take care and bye.